Hi, my name is Celia.
My name is Rene.
And my name is Marisa.
And in this video, we will be sharing our grade 12 capstone project with you guys and what we learned. Introduction and why we chose this project. Our capstone project is a ceramics project where we recreated a few of the most famous Sensingdui artifacts using clay. The original artifacts are in very large scale, so we had to scale it down just for this project into mug-sized. We decided to do this project because it is closely related to our cultural background, and we wish to challenge ourselves by combining cultural research with hands-on ceramic techniques. And through this, we gained a better understanding of ancient artworks and how it connects to the art we make today.
This slide, we're gonna introduce our mentor. Our mentor is Miss Korea, our 3D art and studio art teacher at our school. During the process of discussing with our mentor and asking questions for support and guidance, we successfully resolved difficulties that we had during this project. For example, what are ways that we can recreate the artifact of Sensingdui as accurately as possible? Miss Korea helped us a lot. She taught with us about all the difficulties of each artifact before we actually start the project, and also gave us many technical suggestions on the glazing and coloring. Next, we're gonna talk about background and history about Sensingdui.
The Sensingdui site, dating back around 4,800 to 2,600 years ago, are located in Guanghan City, Sichuan Province, China. As a bronze culture site from the late Neolithic period to the Shang and Zhou dynasty, it is hailed as one of the greatest archaeological discoveries of the 20th century. The ancient Shu culture is represented by tall, large, and unique bronze dwarfs, including bronze masks with protruding eyes, the bronze standing figures, and the bronze tree of gods. What makes the Sensingdui even more special is a culture formed under the joint influence of the local Neolithic culture in Sichuan and the culture of the central area of China. The ancient Shu culture developed cultural styles, religious beliefs, and techniques that were completely different from those in other parts of China thousands of years ago. The Sensingdui were inhabited by ancient Shu people as early as 2050 BC and developed rapidly after 1070 BC to 1050 BC. Moreover, the reason for the culture to decline that fast around 1000 BC is still unknown and has been a very popular topic among archaeologists. 1,000 years later, especially between the years of 1986 to 2026 today, when the archaeological excavation work still continued, nearly 13,000 artifacts were discovered in multiple sacrificial pits, and over 1,050 of them were presented to visitors at the Sensingdui Museum in Sichuan Province.
Next is some basic information about the 5 artifacts.
The large bronze mask is discovered in 2021. It is a large-scaled bronze mask that is 131 centimeters in width, 71 centimeters in height, and weighs 65.5 kilograms. The bronze head statues originated from the mid-Shang dynasty found in Sichuan Province. They are first discovered in 1986, and later more are found during the years of 2021 and 2022. They are about 29 to 34 centimeters tall. This is the bronze mask with protruding eyes. It is the world's earliest and largest bronze mask by shape, and it was first discovered in 1986, engraved in Site 2. It is 66 centimeters in height, 138 centimeters in width. The bronze eagle-shaped belt is from the Shang dynasty, and it is 14 centimeters in height, 8.1 centimeters in width, and 0.25 centimeters thick. It is shaped like a crouching bird. This is a bronze animal face extracted from pit number 3 on May 29, 2021. It is 25 centimeters in width and 12 centimeters in height. The entire object has a flat and thin body structure.
Okay, some challenges and obstacles we faced were time management, as clay project can be very time consuming, and ensuring the overall texture details. We overcame these challenges by using PLT time efficiently and through experimentation and practices. It is also very important to ask questions and seek for support if needed, and making drafts before we actually start the project. As a group and an individual, we have developed our personal awareness and responsibility by knowing, planning ahead of what we need to finish in order to ensure that our project is going smoothly and that we are making progress. We also realize the importance in staying organized and up to date with tasks and keep up with our deadlines, especially for a course where we don't meet up with the teacher every day. All three of us had always made sure our work and sketches were ready before the meeting with my group's members and our mentor. We also strengthened our critical and reflective thinking, as we are able to learn, regularly adjust, and reflect what is something that we can change in our project. After receiving some feedbacks from our mentor and among ourselves, we improve our skills and ideal to make them more reliable. This helped me and my group understand what worked well and what needed to be changed in our clay project.
All of our group members took both history and art to support our work. In art class, we learned clay sculpting techniques like wheel throwing, smoothing, and carving out details, and also improving from rough forms to more accurate features such as the large eyes and facial structures. In history class, we learned the meaning and purpose behind each artifact, which helped us create more meaningful pieces. So basically, me and my group members mainly worked on this project during art classes and PLT time. We were able to learn the fundamental of ceramics in art classes, including how to start a project from scratch and to its various forms in different stages. We had 5 stages in our project. So first we have draft and research, experiment, building its basic form, and then adding details, lastly firing and glazing it. We're using acrylic paint.
We drew sketches of each artifact before recreating them with clay and did detailed background research.
Next, we experimented with different techniques before starting on the sculptures.
We rolled out a large scale of clay, ensuring that the texture is smooth and that it does not have any visible bubbles. Then we used a fan-shaped template and carved out the piece that we need and using the slip and score technique to connect it together, forming a cup shape.
We added facial features by adding chunks of clay to the surface and carved out all the details, then smoothed it out, and this includes the ears, eyes, and eyebrows.
While working on clay this project, they were kept moist with a wet paper towel covered on the top of it, and later on remove it and waited to be fully dry before we put them into the kiln. After firing it, we used 2 different methods of adding colors to the ceramic pieces: acrylic paint and underglaze.
In the photos presented on this slide, we used acrylic paint and a sponge to add color to our clay project, then later adding a layer of clear gloss when fully dried.
Lastly, for the eagle-shaped bell and bronze mask with protruding eyes, we chose to use the underglaze technique. The underglaze allows us to decorate the clay with color before firing.
Regarding the specific source, we mainly refer to the official website of the museum and watch the Sanxingdui documentary together. Finally, after completing this project, we also developed some new questions such as how ancient people made such huge masks and what kind of great sacrificial activity requires a large number of items like this. As a whole, this project combined history, archaeology, and 3D art. Me and my group members worked together and learned how to manage a long-term project. Regardless of the major we will study in the future at university, problem-solving skills we have developed and clay techniques we learned during the process are things that we will continue to experiment on and expand our learning in the future.
Some advice that we have for future students is to start as early as possible and make proper plans in advance so that you will have time to make adjustments to your to the parts where you're not satisfied with.
Thank you for listening.